Next up, I'm switching gears and showing you my favorite chicken recipe. I thought this was hands down the tastiest chicken dish I've ever made on my channel. This was a Giada de Laurentiis recipe and was inspired by a dish that I used to eat at Romano's Macaroni Grill. I was trying to recreate it at home like a copycat recipe, and this was the closest to what I had remembered eating. Here are my ingredients. I'll be using capellini, chicken breast, flour, capers, lemon, butter, parsley, and olive oil. I'll start by rinsing my capers in order to remove the excess salt. Butter is not required, but I definitely recommend using it if you have it because it adds a lot to the flavor. I started by pounding out the meat into nice thin fillets and seasoning with a little salt and pepper. Now I'll dip each of the fillets in the flour mixture. Pounding the chicken with a mallet does a couple of different things. First of all, it's going to help make your meat go further. For anyone on a budget, I definitely recommend doing that every time you serve chicken. But second of all, it's going to ensure that all of the chicken is about the same thickness, so it'll cook more uniformly and be exceptionally tender. This is going to cook very quickly, and we want to make sure that we don't overcook it. I'll be cooking this for a total of 3 minutes on each side. I used bouillon to make a half-cup chicken stock, but if you want, you can use regular chicken stock. This is definitely a decadent recipe with the butter and the oil, so this isn't a recipe I make weekly, but it's a great special occasion recipe. This broth that we made is going to season the chicken, and also it's going to make a lovely sauce for the capellini. It's got hints of the chicken stock, it's got the capers, the lemon, the butter, the olive oil. This recipe does not have garlic in it. So I know I do have some viewers that don't like garlic, so they'll be happy to know that this doesn't include it. And see, I'm adding a little bit more butter in there to make it even more decadent. Now let this simmer for just a few minutes. Make sure to cook the capellini in heavily salted water so that it's perfectly seasoned when it comes out of the pan. And that is basically it. I dipped it up and put the chicken in there and ladled a little bit of the sauce over the top and then plate it with the chopped Italian parsley. You can also shred some fresh grated Parmesan on top if you like. This chicken is so tender and so full of flavor. You have the notes of lemon in that sauce against the saltiness of those capers, and the chicken broth just makes the chicken so succulent. This is one of those special occasion meals that if it's a romantic evening or maybe someone's birthday, you might want to go the extra mile just to make this for them, and I can promise you they're gonna love you for it. Thanks so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.